to those high-stakes talks to try and end the war with Iran. Vice President JD Vance will join the negotiations taking place in Pakistan tomorrow. Big differences remain over the Strait of Hormuz, which is still not fully reopened. Nancy Cordes is at the White House and joins me now. Nancy, good morning.
Vlad, good morning to you. Vice President Vance is leaving this morning for Islamabad to be there in time for tomorrow's talks. The White House says he's only going to be there for one day for negotiations and then will fly back. Now, there are still weak points in this ceasefire, and the president expressed his anger Thursday, but the White House is pushing ahead with the talks anyway.
Safe passage is secured. Strait of Hormuz is open.
That was Iran's deputy foreign minister insisting that ships can now coordinate with Iran's military to safely travel through the Strait of Hormuz for the first time in 6 weeks. But the numbers tell a different story. Only 3 oil tankers braved the narrow waterway Thursday, and at least one was Iranian. President Trump posting last night, Iran is doing a very poor job, dishonorable, some would say, of allowing oil to go through the Strait of Hormuz. That is not the agreement we have. The Iranians said this was not in the agreement. Another day of Israeli strikes on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, despite Trump's claim that Israel's prime minister had agreed to go, quote, low-key a little bit on the bombings. Iran's president said the strikes in Lebanon, quote, will render negotiations meaningless. Our fingers remain on the trigger. Despite those tensions, Vice President Vance is making the 15-hour flight to Islamabad, Pakistan today to hold talks with the Iranians tomorrow.
If the Iranians are willing to negotiate in good faith, we're certainly willing to extend the open hand. If they're going to try to play us, then they're going to find that the negotiating team is not that receptive. The president has gave us some pretty clear guidelines, and we're going to see.
Democrats tried again yesterday to rein in Trump's war powers, but the vote was blocked by Republicans.
The ceasefire is a joke. This war should never have happened in the first place, and Congress deserves a say, and the American people deserve a say.
Even after Vance leaves Pakistan, U.S. negotiators are going to stay behind to try to hammer out a deal there. And then next week, Lebanese and Israeli officials are going to come here to Washington, D.C. to sit down at the State Department to try to de-escalate that conflict. So a lot of moving parts, Nate.
Nancy, thank you.